Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 20. We're close to the end of this Season 6, in fact, now that I think about it. It's a season of 25 episodes. You know, I'm thinking the fact that Deku right now, you know, he escaped from the school, or at least he didn't come back into the school. He's really out there with the top heroes trying to reach Shigaraki, you know, like he wants to attack first, and he's also making his job as an hero to save people, to go against villains and all. How many episodes are we gonna have about that? I'm wondering, you know. And you know, that thing also about the final arc begins, that's it, it's your final arc? Really, Deku, to be like that, to do that job like that? For me also, all of that thing about the Chosen One situation who wants to run away because it's too risky for his friends, right there I understand the thing about the fact that this school would have been a target, an easy one for Shigaraki, and yes, it could have been dangerous not only for his friends but also for all of the people who are welcomed right there because now it's a shelter. I understand the spirit. But at the same time, that thing about I don't need you, I need to do that on my own and stuff like that, that all movies, shows, anime, stories, books, which are about a kid, a teenager with a chosen one, at some point we have that period of time for the chosen one to feel like that. But at the end, the chosen one truly needs friends, so I think that Midoriya is gonna understand that also at some point. But at first I thought that it would be by coming back into the school no matter what. Now I have some doubts. Oh, I really don't know how this story, you know, is gonna evolve, and the fact that we have 6 more episodes to finish the season, how things can turn, I really don't know. We'll see about it. Like I said, that's it, Deku is out there working with the top heroes, that's cool, and that was so cool also to see him fighting Muscular, like when we remember how it was the first time that they fought, how hard it was for All Might, how hard it was for Deku, you know, the time that it took, the amount of power, you know, of things that it took, and really right there, Deku did it just like that. That was really impressive. I'm so proud of him. We had also that thing about the smoke screen. Now he has access to that ability also. That's really great. The sense of danger, that was already the case during the fight against Shigaraki. But now he has also that smoke screen, and maybe he can have access to, in fact, all abilities now, and he needs to really train to handle all of them, to be sure of how he can use all of them. For now, he can't use his first quirk, you know, like the strength at 100%, the smashes, you know, at 100%, but still, you know, 45% was enough against Muscular, so clearly it can be enough against a lot of other people, I think. I would love to spend time with our guys still, you know, at the academy, to see them, how the situation is also at these shelters, because we saw how the situation is outside with people who don't want to join the shelters, who are really not against heroes, but they don't believe into heroes anymore, and they trust more themselves to protect and defend themselves. And they're organizing themselves into groups like that, into militias like that, and it's really proving that outside the situation is hell, with everything being destroyed, with no one living, you know, like it's a war zone, clearly a war zone with villains who are just making their laws, and people are trying to protect themselves, to be protected by heroes. Like, the situation is so bad. And I have trouble to imagine that we can restore a peaceful situation just like that, even before the end of this season. It's gonna be rough. Or maybe with allies coming from other countries. They talked about it at some point. Midoriya's mother, to have her during the previous episode, for sure, it made me cry a little because this woman, I love her so much. She's such a good mom. She knows that she can't protect Deku, that what he has to do right now is beyond everything that she can understand, that she can't follow him right there and all, but still she's a mother, she wants to protect him no matter what, to be sure that nothing bad is gonna happen to him. But you know, that parallel with her comforting him when he was a kid, and then it was Deku comforting her right now as adults. That was so good, that was so great. I loved it, and I love her so much. Nothing bad can ever happen to that woman. Okay. Oh, and we had something also with Gran Torino. That was cool, that little moment. And I was right! Right now, Deku is wearing his cape. I was fucking right about it. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. I'm just impatient to discover really what we're gonna do now with the rest of this season, with these 6 episodes that I have left for this season. So let's go for it. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, on which we have 4 episodes of advance, and you can have everything with the full reaction part with full opacity, it's advantages that I'm giving you on Patreon to thank you for your support, you know, that you can give me on Patreon. It's with the level 3, I don't know if I said it. You have disadvantages because I want to thank you for the support that maybe you can give me, and each little support can be welcomed. I'm a little reactor on YouTube and on Patreon, so if you want and if you can, join us on Patreon. Let's go for this episode! We're into a memory, no? Who are you, my dear? What did she do? And clearly you were afraid of her? That's the issue, you know, with militias like that. Not only they're not trained enough to fight villains, but also making justice by themselves like that. Why they wanted to... Can we trick them to reveal themselves? Like, for example, Dabi, can we use Andover as a bait? Who are they? These ones, you know, looking at the wall. The fact that you don't want to be involved into that reunion?
支配される者は自分が支配されているとは気づかない。リーダーが未来を危惧し、オール・フォー・ワンの支配に打ち勝つため仲間を率いて戦った。お前も一緒に見てきたはずだ。お前の兄を撃つためにいくつもの命を踏み台にしてきた。
Oh fuck.
宿敵を助けたいなんてイカれた幻想に俺たちの歩みを委ねるのか。イカれた幻想か。寂しいな。じゃあなぜあの日。
You were the ones to release him? To say...
あの日僕に手を差し伸べた。君がこの部屋から連れ出してくれなければ何も始まらなかったんだよ。もう委ねるほかないんだ。気づいているからこうしてここに現れてくれてるんだ。本当にその小僧で終わると思うか。ワン・フォー・オールの原点は兄さんに屈しないという思い。でもあの時君が手を差し伸べてくれたからワン・フォー・オールは始まったんだ。
Guys, so cool!
ワンを倒すため私たちがつないできたものをワン・フォー・オールの力を解放する。いいか小僧、ここからは加速していくぞ。はい
Got him.
弟といえば全部お前のせいじゃねえか。
You're gonna blame him for what you were doing right now?
だからここにいる。
Because this situation... You can't put all of the blame on him. You know that I'm clearly not a fan of Handover right now, but you can't put all of the blame on him for that.
Shigaraki どもを全員逃がさずと捕まえていれば今の脱獄だってここにはいなかったんだ。
They tried! It was not enough! Like, come on! おい。I know from where the anger is coming. I know and I understand.
デクにこれ以上の負担を負わせはしない。ヤツ自身が望んだこととはデクの持つワン・フォー・オールを餌に連合をおびき寄せようとしているのだから。しかし潜伏に徹してますね。
Oh, my God, that's so little. No, he's still a kid, a teenager.
継承者に対して並々ならぬ憎しみを抱いているはず。オールマイトにあんな状態にさせられてもいる。その憎しみが足らんという話では。あるいは。
Or maybe just there is another feeling?
だってあいつずっと笑ってません？
You're right. Why do I think that there is another feeling than hate?
動きも。
What?
少年の GPS が消えた。
More important, what was? Oh, and it's an organized attack against all of you. Huh?
緑色の少年、おとなしく従えば手足は残してやる。
Air can be bullets that she can sound with our body.
オール・フォー・ワンとシガラキはまだワン・フォー・オールを奪える段階じゃない。よって君を生け捕りにするのがヴィランのベストな選択。でもそんなの大抵の脱獄には一人タルタロスにいた彼女以外はね。
You knew about her.
それってもちろんこちらも最優先で捜索中だけど、もし彼女が仕掛けてきた時は
Cool.
全力で逃げてください。
Ah, maybe not. But at least you know about her. That's pretty. That's her that we see this.
彼女だ。元公安直属ヒーローレディー・ナガン。
Former hero?
オールマイト、オクスタスの異常は伝わってるはずだけど。
What happened for her to switch?
知られなかった。どうする？一旦言われた通りに引いて。
もうねえよ選択肢なんて。
you can follow, yes.
オール・フォー・ワンが目をつけるわけだ。
Oh wow.
あいつはイカれてるよ。
She's crazy.
あいつがいなきゃ俺は遠距離
She's impressive. For me, she's impressive.
3キロ離れた場所からな。
Oh wow.
商売上がったりだ。2色の紙をエポキシパテのように混ぜ練り上げることで硬化し玉になる。スナイパーライフル人間個性ライフ遠距離個性はみんな奴の右手に嫉妬してる。フォースがないと組みやられてるけど衝撃と今のとで一番分かった。
So you can go at her.
2発も防がれたのは初めてだ。
Aha.
親父のもとで早く
Cover
は
all,
い、
that's true.
これ終わったらな。
親父
しばらくここにいな。
And she's protecting you.
とっとと歩きな。また収監されたいのかい。
親父
何なんだこいつ。
反逆のヒーロー麗しきレディーナがあえて光栄だ。
あんたを追ってた時期もあったっけな。
Uh-huh.
君に頼みがある。彼らとは一線を画す君に優越性のある少年が学校を出て単独行動する。
Ah, you guessed that?
その少年を僕の元に連れてきてほしい。
You gave her that mission.
待て
You
待
offered
てやんねえよ。
what
こ
to
こから
earn
脱出する
exchange.
条件。奴らは暴れるだけでうちだけそんなことしなきゃいけねえ。
君は仲間のヒーローを殺した。
Willingly?
ヒーロー社会の破滅はその少年がいる限り決して訪れることはない。友人かい？
いや、壊れちまってるし、何かに使えるかと。
For what?
悪しきヒーロー社会に押しつぶされた被害者。契約を結ぼう。
Uh-huh. She's on a mission. Clearly, like.
個性、エアウォーク。任務を遂行する。
Ah, you also have that? Okay. We had at the beginning another information about the context. You know, during the previous episode, it was about the fact that yes, not everyone joins the shelters because a lot of people don't trust into heroes anymore, and they are forming groups outside, militias, who are protecting themselves, who are attacking villains themselves. It can be bad for them because they are not trained enough to really be able to fight against big villains. But we had also another information during this episode, another reminder at least, the fact that these militias who are trying to make justice just by themselves, they can attack the wrong people. We had the confirmation of it right there with this girl that they attacked for no reason apparently. And also, no matter what, who are they to give justice, you know, just by themselves like that? And they have no limits, meaning that they can just decide to kill someone just like that and it's gonna be okay? Clearly not at all. So I think that it was a good reminder that militias are not good at all. Into our societies, you know, and also into this world, this universe, even with that context, even if into a war context like that, and with being disappointed by heroes, I can understand it, but really, the extreme things that these groups, they can do, for sure, that's not okay at all. All Might and all of the other ones taking care of Deku all they can, because no matter what, Deku can't stay with them for a long time. He has to hide, he has to just move again and again, like it's so rough, meaning that he has no place to stay really and he can't rest, like never. He's just a kid, we have to remember that he's just a kid, a teenager. I'm really worried for him. And right there, she managed to find him, not only to find him, but to destroy his way to communicate with the others just like that, to attack the others also just like that. And it can be possible because of her quirk, the fact that she can create bullets and target someone or something even 3 kilometers away from that person, that thing, and also with bullets which can move just by themselves like that. It's so impressive, her quirk. What I'm mostly interested by is the fact that she was an hero, and at some point she switched, and he said that she killed another hero. So I'm wondering how it happened. How did it happen for her to kill that other hero? Was it willingly or not? Was it before she switched or after it? I think that it's more something like she killed that hero because she was forced to, for an obscure reason for now, something that I don't understand. And for sure after that she was considered as someone who can't be an hero, so she was against heroes. It made her a villain. Like, I'm imagining a situation like that, but for sure I want to see it now. I want to see truly how it happened for her to switch. Overall, with like that, you know, into that condition, the fact that he's so lost, the fact that he's calling for his pups, when we remember overall and how it was at the beginning with him, I remember that I had a period of time where I was more impressed and afraid of overall than of Shigaraki. So for sure, now the situation is not the same. And she was given that mission to capture Deku. Ox guessed that for now Shigaraki is a master, they can't really have him, they couldn't do anything really against him, fight with him, with Deku. Shigaraki's body is not strong enough, so maybe they would want to capture Deku alive. So that's gonna be about it, that fight, that mission that you gave her. Are we gonna spend the 5 next episodes, you know, fighting with her against her and discovering about her story? It could be interesting. Maybe it's gonna be that, you know. I was wondering during the intro, why 5 more episodes to finish the season? What are we gonna do during them? You know, with all of what happened before, I had the impression that we were so close to the end of this season. With that preparation, that announced it's gonna be the final arc, normally it's the end of the season. But the fact that it was not, it means that we're gonna have something more, a little new thing, maybe a fight against her. And other villains involved? Or just her? Clearly, overall can't be involved. Not in a good shape, you know, in a good mental health to help. We had this moment also with all of the predecessors talking, you know, a new reunion between everyone, for all of them to train Midoriya, how to use their abilities and all. And we had finally these two who were facing the wall, who didn't want to participate to the reunion during the previous episodes. They finally talked. We finally saw them, discovered their faces, and understood also when they had the quirk. In fact, it was the first ones who had the quirk, and they said that it was during really the most difficult times, and they explained the situation, and clearly, yes, it was so rough, but to discover that they were the ones also who released the first one, like, I would want to discover their story, why they took that decision of releasing him, what pushed them to do it. And you know, they didn't know about the fact that this quirk could go to them, so they didn't do that for interest, by ambition or anything like that. So just they were really brave and they believed into another life, another solution. They wanted to do something against the master, like they had to be so brave to take that decision to release him. And then when they had to face all of that, clearly these two ones, they have surely an amazing, interesting background to explain all of that I want to discover, that I want to know. Because yes, to decide to do all of that, it's really important. To decide to do all of that, it's really brave, but also all of what they suffered when they had the quirk, clearly that's also interesting and surely painful. So I want to see it, I want to discover all of it. And the fact that they were facing the wall, the fact that they didn't want to be involved and all, it's also meaningful. Like, they didn't believe into Deku, they didn't believe that really we can do something against the master. Oh, and we had a little moment also with Andover facing thieves, managing to arrest them, but people intervening, you know, being on the riot, being like, you didn't save us, you didn't protect us, you have to leave right now. You know, being so mad at heroes. I can understand that they are desperate, I can understand that they feel unprotected, unsafe, but all of what they are saying, and with that much anger and all, that's too much. Like really, they tried, can't you see that they tried to go against Shigaraki? And for sure that was not enough, and you can be disappointed about it, but you can't say you lied to us, like you should have done better. They tried! And right now they are still trying and they are still operating to protect you, so come on. So yes, that was a cool episode. Again, to have more information about the context, about what is happening right now, and the fact that it's not just a messy situation, it's really a war zone, and with everything going with it, with the militias, the extreme stuff that they are doing, the fact that it's not okay, people being so much against heroes, like all of this context truly. And we have the beginning of a new fight against that girl who is a former hero, so clearly she's gonna have an interesting background with overall who lost his mind. Like, okay, that was the preparation, you know, of that fight, of all of that. Cool. Okay, so it's all for you and for me for today. Remember that if you want on my Patreon, you can have 4 episodes of advance. You can have already my reactions and my thoughts to the 4 next episodes, and in full opacity with the 4 reaction part. If you can be interested by that, you have my Patreon. It's with the level 3. Okay, it's all for you and for me for today. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hey.